the biggest sin in journalism that I see, and I think, incidentally, I think I probably, as a CEO, have spent more time talking to journalists than perhaps any CEO in the country. Partly that's because I'm 84, but partly because I like to talk to journalists too. But the greatest sin they commit, you've got to start a story with a hypothesis. I mean, you're looking into something because you have a working hypothesis, but you have to give up that hypothesis if it turns out not to be correct, or if it's misleading in a major way. So I always worry about the journalist that calls me. They've decided what story they're working on, and all they're looking for is confirmatory evidence. So I call it quote shopping. They'll talk to me for 45 minutes hoping they get one quote that confirms their story, and ignoring the other 43 minutes when I tell them things that should limit the story. So it's very natural. You know, you get time invested in it, you've got this working hypothesis, and once you've invested a lot of hours and your editor knows you've invested a lot of hours, maybe it was the editor's working hypothesis to start with. Now you got to go back and tell him he's wrong, or her. I mean, there's a lot of momentum toward a bad story. There's a lot of momentum toward a good story too. But you have to be able as a writer to say, my hypothesis is no longer correct. And all it was a hypothesis. That's no sin to say that, but it's hard to do.